So I ordered my men to watch her and left her to rest.
And?
Ah, a topic for another time.
Oh, what a tease. What about Gretka?
The little girl who showed up here with Ciri. What happened to her?
Gretka. She's safe and sound. Helps out in the kitchen. Ciri told me of the girl's parents, what they decided. So I decided not to send the lass home. She's fed here. A roof over a warm corner she calls her own. She wants for nothing.
What happened to Ciri?
I've told you already. A topic for another time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, her parents did basically maybe not leave her out for dead, because like I was saying, they did kind of sort of make sure that, at least in theory, there's a way for her to get food, but probably still not the type of situation that you want to be bringing a child back into, so in some ways, also impressive. This Baron guy, he's maybe not quite as bad, at least not through and through as bad as some people have been suggesting. So, let's see. Sounds like, based on that story, that yes, the Baron is looking for his daughter and or potentially other family members as well. So we could push here. But I feel like, again, that's probably a little too pushy. This guy is someone who could get quite mad at us and potentially not cooperate. So maybe if we just, approach it from the angle of, well, I mean, you've shown us your cards a little bit here.
Take it you won't give me this information for free.
Sharp you are. I regret your loss. Commiserate. But you see, it so happens my wife and daughter are missing as well.
Okay, wife and daughter.
I
Gotcha.
propose an exchange. Find my loved ones, and I shall tell you about the girl you seek. All I know.
Okay, I feel like, again, saying what if I refuse is probably not a good idea, but maybe just reaffirming that, hey, this is a trustworthy agreement. Why should we believe you?
Thing is, can I trust you? What guarantees do I have?
None whatsoever. Only my word.
Yeah, and that's not exactly much of a confidence booster, but sure.
Fine, I'll help you. I'll find your family, but then you'll give me every bit of information you have.
You want to
You
be
have
pretty
my
cooperative
word.
with this guy.
When do you see them
I think.
last?
They vanished after the new moon, as if whisked away by shadows.
What do you mean, vanished?
Precisely that. I awoke one morn to find them gone.
Odd. Well, yeah, did you just say, oh, don't see the wife or the kid? Oh well, guess they're gone forever, and then carry on with your life, or did you actually search for them?
You try to search for them?
Sent men out right away, but they're not suited to it. It's one thing to rip up floorboards in search of a peasant's last sack of grain. Finding a living person, they just don't know how. Besides, Velen's naught but swamps and marshy woodland. Plenty of hard-to-find nooks. If you're looking to hide someone, this is the place.
I suppose you're not really wrong. There were other useful questions too, but these could also be helpful. Any enemies who might theoretically have wanted to see them disappear?
Maybe they were kidnapped. Got any enemies?
None worth mentioning. Worthless little pricks and angry peasants is all. None would dare raise a finger against my family. Any who might have, they've been eating dirt long since.
Okay. Anything out of the ordinary?
Anything unusual happen before they disappeared? They act differently, do anything strange?
Unusual? No. Well, not long ago, peasants came to complain that a beast had ravaged a woman by the well. Devoured another lass before her. Common occurrences in Velen. And my women, Anna, quiet as a mouse as ever, and Tamara, occupied with her things. Nothing unusual.
Okay. So, not many leads in that regard.
This place. Must be hard to be the only two women here.
This place? What do you mean? They wanted for nothing here. Pheasant for dinner? Not a problem. Blue ribbons from Toussaint? Say the word.
Had your men in mind. Their company. Sure your wife and daughter weren't being harassed?
My men are a horde of Horsons, but they know their place. One of them so much as looked at Anna or Tamara crosswise, I'd cut him down like a dog.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe it wasn't one of them then?
I'll need to know a lot more than that. Can I see their rooms?
What other questions, though?
I need clues. Anything to latch onto.
I'll not let a
Hoping we
stranger
might have
pore
gotten the
through
chance to
their
answer
belongings.
or ask
Want
some
me
of
to
those other
find them or
questions.
not?
I do.
Then let me work.
Fine. But I shall go with you. The doors are locked.
Okay, family matters. Oh, that's cute. He's just a big softie. Follow the Baron. That we can do. And, you know, there theoretically might be items in here, but...
When she was a babe, my
We'll
daughter
pass for
loved animals. Saw a deer trophy on the wall once. Do you know what she asked?
Haven't got a clue.
Papa,
Ooh,
is that
serious
deer's
room.
wump on the other side of the wall?
Hold on. Hold on. Follow the Baron, yes. But I'm wondering, is there a way for us to sneak past and go into Ciri's room? Is that a... No, that's not what we want to do. Is it like a secondary quest? No, surely that'd be a main quest. Treasure hunt? Go raid Ciri's room. No, I don't think so. The other thing was we saw... Oh no, not character. We want characters, plural. We want Anna Strenger. Geralt did not meet Anna Strenger, the Bloody Baron's wife, when he visited Crow's Perch. Sometime before his arrival, this woman had disappeared in unexplained circumstances, along with his daughter Tamara. Along with her daughter Tamara. Geralt did, however, receive a detailed description of the missing woman. Anna was a comely 40-something woman with green eyes and hair dark as raven wings, which she kept tied in a tight bun behind her head. Okay. As for Tamara, Baron's daughter Tamara, had disappeared with her mother sometime before Geralt arrived at Crow's Perch. Baron described her as a charming young maid of 19 summers and the apple of his eye. No wonder, then, that the Lord of Crow's Perch was desperate to find her. Okay, that doesn't tell us too much.
You see it there? Whoa, what's a
Here's freaking-
trophy? I pity any bastard who's hurt her. I'll flay him alive.
What crates in here? I see there's... Oh. Some stuff in here. I don't know if we can get caught here. We dilly-dally too much. Some candy, yes. Hold on. That looks significant. Examine. Please examine it, Geralt.
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
Doesn't sound good. Hold on. I thought I saw we had another update. Use Witcher senses to search the... Maybe also jumping the gun here. Maybe he ultimately would have led us here. But I opted to deviate from the path a little bit. Letter to Tamara. Okay. We are more like a family. We support each other and help each other survive through tough moments. Grapple with the past. For each of us has a past. So you needn't worry about anyone digging into yours. We've got a rule. Never ask more than someone offers on their own. Past doesn't matter to us, only the future does. That and our common fight against evil and depravity, against perverse and loathsome practices of all kinds. Have we read this one? I'm not sure we have. It does have the exclamation point, although that hasn't necessarily been an indicator that we haven't read things in the past, so we'll give this a shot. It seems Elgar hid some upgrades to his gear in the area around Kaer Morhen. Some he hid in the deepest cave he could find, the one in the northern portion of Kaer Morhen Valley. Others he hid in the abandoned, crumbling watchtower in the same area. Still others he placed amidst the rocks on the shore of the valley's lake. Sounds like a treasure hunt, and I think this might have been one of those things that we saw in that underwater well-like area on our way into this area. Aldebert Kermit's fourth map. Trail of symbols relating to the Cat School of Witchers led me to 4 additional locations marked with the same sign. I was not surprised to see that the pictograms found in each do not differ from the one Professor Atmenstein discovered in the caverns beneath Temple Isle. As instructed, I have marked these locations on this map. Aldebert Kermit, adjunct in natural history at Oxenford Academy. See, like, on this occasion, both of them have the exclamation points, even though we've obviously read them. Ooh. Those aren't bad. Okay.
Innocence. An old key. Wonder what it unlocks.
Yes. Very good question, Carol.
Anise, sandalwood, and something else. Saffron.
Okay. Hold on. Let's check what that says now, then. Use your Witcher senses to locate where the scent is coming from. Okay. Oh, we can trace the scent? Like this? I can't tell if that's directing us out of that room or out of this room, or if it was meant to bring us in here. Where we originally found the item, in which case, yeah, it's probably directing us that way. Although there is an entrance. Right here. But something. It would seem that, you know, like, maybe a key that unlocks some kind of secret door or something. Yeah, I don't know. I'll still say, use your Witcher senses to search this room. I feel like we found everything in here, but maybe not. Oh, come on. Break this down? Hard? That's not the direction in which I wanted to do that. This is. Sure, the Baron would just be thrilled to see what we're doing here. Oh no, that's just igniting this that we're seeing. Yeah, so I think we may have found everything we want to find in here. That is the Baron. Will they ignore him for the time being? Will he get mad at us? We say, like, go see if Ciri's room is perhaps over here. Will you get mad at us? I don't think you will.
Didn't see it myself, but I say he grabbed him by the cloak and bam! Right in the chops. Right in the chops, see?
Yeah.
Don't know if that conversation is going to tell us anything meaningful. Not sure whose room this necessarily is, but we might be about to find out. Nilfgaardian demands. That sounds significant. Philip Strenger, I assume that's the Baron. Your supply problems do not interest us. The pact we signed was clear, and the Empire of Nilfgaard demands you fulfill its terms. If you do not, our mutual obligations will be rendered null and void, and your privileges will be revoked. Sincerely, Havart var Mohun, Field Marshal, Army Group, Center Command. I've seen a lot of Center Command stuff. I assume that's probably just the closest major Nilfgaardian command post. I don't think there's much else in here, though. Let's take a closer look just in case.
What do you say we flog some hick? Yeah, for kicks and giggles.
Fucking bet your ass.
Yeah,
Just now.
don't think I see anything else in here. Oh, look at that. There is the... I thought I saw the scent, though. Something there. Yeah, does it actually lead in here? Hold on, I wasn't even thinking of that. But I don't see it anymore. No red trail. It might go further this direction, actually. Is your sniffling a sign of anything? Are you gonna get mad at me for walking in here? Probably shouldn't be looting things like crazy right next to you.
Hangover.
Like that. So let's wait on looting that one. I'm assuming it will react. This location leads outside, actually. Okay. So that is interesting that we have that ability to basically go wherever we want to go. Ooh, is this where the stash is as well? the other room across from
Kill
this.
the monsters. All of them.
Gretka. Hello.
So you're Gretka.
I am. And you're Geralt.
How'd you know?
Because you've white hair and a medallion shaped like a wolf. Siri told me about you.
What's that, Tribblebolt? It seems like the Baron's not actually that bad of a guy, at least not at this stage. Seems like he's taking good care of Gretka, Ciri, just wants to get back together with his wife and child.
You and Ciri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did.
Did she say where she was going, or what she came here to look for?
She said she was looking for you and a sorceress.
Okay.
But you're here, so I guess she didn't find you. I wonder if she helped that friend of hers.
Oh? What friend?
Ciri wanted to help a friend? Any idea who it was?
What do you mean, who? Our friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
If you could be more specific, that would be fantastic.
Do you know where Ciri is?
No. One day I brought her breakfast and she was already gone. The Baron told me she'd left.
Didn't ask where she'd gone?
I did. But he said I was too little and I wouldn't understand. But Ciri left me a gift.
A
Oh?
gift?
Yes, this. A green stone.
Beautiful as gifts go. Hide it well, don't show it to anyone. It's worth a lot.
That is a little bit odd to give a valuable gem to a child, because, you know, it's kind of hard for them to put it anywhere safe without someone else knowing about it and trying to take it from them, and can't really use. Well, I guess, like, maybe the child is selling the stone for money and then using that money to purchase food and other essentials, but that still seems a little bit strange.
Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping.
Oh?
Thistle. Thistle. Shenanacking.
Okay. This is just some simple loot here. Doesn't seem like anything quest related. That's junk. Anything big here, though? Well, that's also junk. That's also junk, and that's how I'm actually going to remember to not pick it up. Yeah, it seems like the big thing in here is getting the chance to talk to Gretka.
Gonna kill the monsters. All of them.
And she gave us a little bit of info, but not quite enough for it to be truly helpful. That's locked. Okay.
So Ciri was here.
Ah. Okay, this is Ciri's room, and this is where the stash is. So we could finally have the opportunity, I would hope, to dump some of this stuff. Namely, our 10.5 insert weight unit here of bolts. At least of that variety. And probably of every other variety as well. This one's not so heavy. That one's not so bad either, but collectively, that might be 15-ish weights that we dropped there, and maybe some old crossbows as well. I think we do have a crossbow currently equipped, so I don't think we need this. And that one we should probably hold on to, because it is the next best one that we want to use once it's available to us. Okay, there's 2 more weight we can drop. A little bit there. We have, I mean, the weapons, probably best to just sell when we're next at a shopkeeper. The rune stones, we could potentially drop those in here, but I think they weigh so little that that's not super relevant to us. So yeah, we have some good weapons that we might even want to use once we're a high enough level. Some that are roughly the same as what we're currently using that we might want to sell, probably. Not necessarily sure there's too much for us to stockpile on the weapon and armor side of things. Crafting materials also don't have a weight, and consumables like food don't have a weight. So that shouldn't matter. The fact that we are carrying 56 waters. So, yeah. Maybe some junk items that we could theoretically break down into components, which I think might be the case here for the gold ring and the silver pantaloons. That'd probably be what we want to do. But, again, they weigh so little. Not really sure that makes much of a difference here. We'd rather just have them on hand so that next time we are at a location where we can break them down, we can do that immediately. Not have to go back into this location and get to this specific stash. Okay, so we have for clothes, at least our boots and gloves, and a notebook.
Ciri must have used these. Looks like she left in a hurry.
Yeah. That's odd. Okay. Natural Obscurity of
The
Curses.
Natural Obscurity of Curses by Lydia Van Bredevoort. Where'd Ciri get this?
And why is she reading it? My dear friends, Philippa and Anna. From Count La Givre. That's definitely supposed to be pronounced as if it's French, but I still don't know how to say it. Minister of Culture for Kingdom of Temeriel, though apparently he's from Temeria. Whoever thinks curses are only ever manifestations of one being's ill will toward another is sorely mistaken. Shockingly commonplace are reports of curses cast unwittingly on oneself or on objects in one's immediate environment. Consequences of doing so can be difficult to predict. In many cases, they lead to harm or even the death of the person afflicted by the curse, or of the person spending time with the object or being on which the curse fell. That is why it is so essential to take preventative measures to safeguard oneself as thoroughly as possible against the casting of curses. As an absolute minimum, Madame Amelia Veracruz Leon recommends cleansing oneself of all negative thoughts, striving to be at one with the world, and achieving harmony between body and mind. Okay.
A dedication to the Baron and his wife. Seems they had friends in high places in Vizima.
Sure. They had friends in high places in Vizima. That helps us know more about the Baron, which maybe, by extension, helps us learn more about Ciri, but oh, okay, hold on. This could help too. Is it the top from Inception? Looks like it.
A spinning top. Gretka's toy.
Okay. Can we maybe bring that to Gretka and that might help her spill a few more beans? In here or... Yeah, she's in here.
Thistle. Shh, get out!
Hey. I found a toy.
Look familiar?
Wanna fess up?
My top. Where'd you find it?
Ciri's room.
We'd play in her room sometimes. I was sad one day, and Ciri carved it for me.
Oh.
Such a shame she had to leave.
We got 5 experience points. Alright. Quest completed, Ciri's room. Okay. I didn't actually see it on the quest list there, but maybe it was a side quest after all.
Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping. Gonna
Okay.
kill the monsters. All of them.
And remind me, that's not the way out. This is the way out. Okay, so it seems like in that case, there's nothing super meaningful in that room. It's not like, oh my goodness, we're gonna uncover some extremely important secret that's gonna lead us straight to Ciri if we make it to her room. Which was partially my thought. We did not yet find the source of the smelly stuff. Which, let's try doing that now, because it was leading us down here. But it seemed like actually it's leading us down further? Yeah. Okay. Down here?
Well,
Yes.
bring out the gimp.
There are
Make the gimp
more things that we could
Well, guess
theoretically loot in here. There are, of course, guards right there that I'd rather not make mad at us after having spent a long time not so long ago trying to avoid having guards being mad at us. Maybe that's still safe, but at this stage, given the recent past, I'd rather not risk that. Let's see.
The ladies find me handy.
Eh?
What the hell?
Okay. Well, the scent keeps going this way. And through here. Through this door, which is locked, but we have the key. Because we picked that up in one of the previous rooms. This, I would think, is pretty safe to loot at this point. We're pretty clearly out of eyesight of any of the guards. So these are, I mean, some of these items are pretty generic crafting bases. There's some use to picking them up, not the vials, but it's not like they're do or die. So if the other things in this area are of similar import, then not the end of the world if we're skipping them because they seem like they're right next to those guards. This, however, looks very different. This looks rather concerning. It looks a fair bit like some kind of satanic shrine. So let's check it out. A prayer. You know, prayer to one is, yeah, satanic ritual to others. Eternal fire, uh-oh. Which lighteth our hearts and giveth us light. Eat us with thy warmth. Dry our tears, burn our foes, embrace our friends in thy care. Give my mother health, punish my father. Help me fulfill my destiny. Okay, we can also examine
Walter.
this.
So, the Eternal Fires made it to Velen.
That does give us an update for Family Matters, which is the main quest. So, what does that tell us? Just that the Baron and or some of his family members were practicers of the Eternal Fire. Worshippers of the Eternal Fire. Given the location of this place, in a dark corner in the bottom, like the cellar of this place, seems like they were maybe trying to keep that a little bit low-key. He's still saying we are supposed to search this area. I'm not necessarily sure what, if anything, we can still find here, because it seems like when we followed the smell, that was one thing that was supposed to be significant. That's not important for us to take. Into cold water is not water essence, but hopefully is still useful. Yeah, so I'm not totally sure what else we're looking for, if anything, here. Other than that we haven't actually gone into the room that I think the Baron originally wanted us to go into. So yeah, I mean, it's tempting as it may be to try to loot a little bit more. I don't think it's going to be the end of the world if we miss some of this stuff, because I'm assuming... Well, I mean, it is still... The circle is in this area. But I think that's because it's actually supposed to be one floor, or maybe even 2 or 3 floors higher. Because that's where the Baron is. So yeah, I think we skip this area here. In case the guards theoretically can get mad at us. And then we finally stop ignoring the Baron. And check out the room that he actually wants us to go to. Where we will probably find that is what the circle is supposed to be directing us toward.
Done poking around?
Actually, not quite.
Can't help thinking I've missed something. Need to take another look.
Okay, I didn't realize he was actually gonna totally let us do whatever we want in here. Yeah, because there's definitely stuff in this room. This is, I would think, supposed to be the primary room. Okay, some glyphs, sure. Lesser glyphs, so maybe not terribly powerful, but sure, we'll take them. Valuables? Gold stuff, though? That sounds good. There is a red item here. Yeah, we should check this out.
Wooden candlestick. Stem's broken.
Okay. Odd. Not really sure what to make of that. That looks like a secret entrance of some variety. Yeah, I suppose we'll figure
Walls
it
a
out.
different color. Something used to hang here.
Okay.
That painting? Right size.
Okay. Where exactly is said painting? Not sure we've seen said painting yet. Oh, this one. Okay. Loot first. 'Cause yeah, there's definitely some good loot.
The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough.
Oh.
What's this? Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. And what's on the other side.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's just make sure we're not... Yeah, because it's actually how you access whatever's getting stored in there. Just want to make sure we're not missing anything else in this area, because it seems like this is the primary thing we're looking for. Is that something there? That is.
Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope.
And it does take hope. No, it's just a stool of some variety. And this? Oh, that's just extinguished. I thought it said examine. Oh, it's the vase again that said examine there. Okay, so let's do this then. In that case. What is that indicator? I mean, we have to break it? Huh? Sure we've ever... Yeah, I'm not sure we've ever seen that before. Oh? Okay.
It gets interesting. Piece of wood looks like the stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there.
Why?
Fight might have happened here. I'll look for clues.
Okay. So we think a fight between the Baron and his wife. And that might be the reason why she fled. Is that what Geralt is getting at here? And we've seen other items, yes, but didn't really have much reason for them to be terribly significant, like these.
Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope.
Not sure if there are any different insights now that we recognize that there was a fight at some point.
Walls
Yes.
a different color. Something used to hang here.
No. Okay.
That painting? Right size.
I suppose candlestick probably makes sense. Oh, what is... What?
Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains.
Wine.
Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Herveloos. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
Okay. And follow another scent in that case. And we are just like actually a greyhound. Is apparently the case. It leads us... Is this the same scent we were following earlier, or is this the one that we just picked up? There's something here, though.
Damn, trail breaks off. Could find something else, though.
Okay.
Spruce wood. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
Okay. Thank you for saying that as well. That is helpful. Did give us another update. Talk to the Baron about what you found. I mean, we still didn't find the remnants of, or whatever that wine was leading us to. It seemed like it might have been heading in this direction, but I'm not seeing that scent trail anymore. It does make things a little bit harder to figure out. I mean, Geralt did say there was nothing else in that direction. I thought he was referring to down those stairs. There was not going to be anything else. I'm assuming that spruce wood was not actually the scent of the wine. We need to reactivate it. This?
Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Herveloos. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
So is there still something for us to track down there? Who is that referring to? Queen Ard. I'm not actually sure if there's anything in here to Ard. That's locked. Okay, so theoretically there could still be more in here, but we don't have the key to get through there. If that key does even exist. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like that may have actually been the last thing. Picking up that spruce talisman. Especially since, yeah, the quest is now saying just talk to the Baron. It's not saying search for anything. Maybe we bring the barrel to him while we're at it. Fuck it.
Done poking around?
Okay. So yeah, we could talk about any of those things. It seems like the amulet is actually the primary thing, based on how that is the yellow text. So maybe let's start with the other ones first.
Found a doll in Tamara's room. Tell me about it.
What could possibly be so interesting about a doll, Witcher?
Looks like it might have been used for some sort of black magic. Where'd Tamara get it?
Black magic? Are you balmy? I made it for her. She was 4, perhaps 5 winters old. We were in Vizima on market day, and she saw the sorceress, Triss Merigold.
Oh, did she now?
Insisted she must have a doll just like her. Couldn't afford a thing of that sort, so I made the doll with my own hands.
As I remember, just looks a little bit different. Again, we probably want to be nice.
So it is supposed to be Triss. Yeah, I see it now. Eerie. Looks just like her.
Doesn't it? Time's taken a bit of a toll, but overall, it continues to impress.
You got something to fall back on if things don't work out with Nilfgaard.
Not sure we were supposed to be so upfront about how we've read some of his documents. About his discussions with Nilfgaard. That was probably supposed to be secret, Geralt. Kind of spilled the beans there. That one's not going to go over well. Let's do this.
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushes, one and all.
Give your men Ervalus?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. Was it matter?
Marinated.
Stench of
It's one way
wine
to
and plenty of corner
call
in the
yourself drunk.
castle.
Okay, and then there was a fight, or at least signs of a fight as well. I mean, this is not a yellow piece of text, which suggests that this will not have any permanent repercussions for having asked him about this, so we should still be okay.
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk, don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I awoke.
Doubt you were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
3 times I asked those bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing, not a one of them.
Strange. I mean, I initially would have thought that it would have been you, given how you were drunk, and we have heard many people say that you get very violent, or at least difficult to work with, when you are unhappy. So maybe it was someone else, though, and how exactly the amulet fits into all this stuff, that's a little bit of a... seems like the odd piece out at the moment, so maybe that explains why the Baron is saying he has no recollection of being involved in said fight. I mean, it seemed like that's probably because he was drunk. But maybe it truthfully wasn't him, and maybe it was something that someone was trying to protect themselves from using that amulet.
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pella. Old Coot lives near Blackbow. And there's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to sue
that
someone,
supposed to be
she'd
a
choose
reference
the
to
Pella, not the woman.
Kira? I hope
Anna
not.
was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Because obviously that's going to be hard to talk to Kira at this stage. And that might be the case because, well, we can say I'm off to see the Peller, but we cannot say we're off to see that other person.
Ought to have a chat with this Peller.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts and ploughs his goat.
Oh,
Not really interested in his hobbies. Just want to ask about the amulet.
okay.